of you to seek the all opportunities to get the scholarships from every sources, either by government or private sector. So many sponsors to provide a scholarship nowadays, and this event can opening insight for all of us about any aspect of scholarship that we would like to pursue. So once again, I would like to congratulate all the organizer for this event, and I hope, this event can going very well until the end. And despite this is Ramadan Karim, I don't think this Ramadan prevent us to actively doing any activities. Okay, and that's all from me, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pujiharto, for the great greeting. And now, before continuing to the main agenda, I would like to read the CV of our moderator today. The moderator of today's event is Kak Anjali Salma Fauzia. As we all can see here, everybody, she has various experiences, especially in events and public speaking. She has been a person in charge, member of events, security, even public relation division, prestigious events throughout the years. For instances, Quattro Olympic, Atlas, Aquafest, Sarasehan, and EcoCare. Thus leading Kak Anjali to excel in public speaking and having a very great communication skill. And now that we have read the CV of our moderator today, it is my pleasure to welcome our moderator today. Please welcome Kak Anjali Salma.
Hi, Shafina.
Hi, Kak Anjali. How are you?
I'm fine. And how are you?
I am fantastic. Are you ready to be today's moderator, Kak?
Of course, ready.
Very nice to know. So without waiting any longer, everybody, the session is yours, Kak Anjali.
Okay, thank you, Shafina. Hi, everyone. Before the session starts, I'm going to introduce my name. My name is Anjali Salma Fauzia, and you can call me Anjali from FEB Undip 2019, and I'm going to be your today's moderator. Untuk mempermudah keberlangsungan sesi kita kali ini, aku bakal memandu kalian secara bilingual. For now, I'm going to read Kak Aisha CV. So, as you guys can see, Kak Aisha currently studying at Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University, Marketing Management Major. Selain cantik dan pintar, Kak Aisha juga sangat aktif dalam berorganisasi. Her work, organizations, and even experiences are a marketing associate at CV Bali Artisan Salt, a member of Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia Groningen, a sub-coordinator of accommodation, transportation, and consumption for Career Insight event held by FEB UGM. Last but not least, a liaison officer and ticketing division staff for Champion Staff event held by FEB UGM. Kak Aisyah juga sering banget jadi public speaker. Her public speaking experiences are TEDx Youth Act Kesatuan Bangsa School Yogyakarta dengan tema Rise to Leap, Novik Neso Indonesia Holland Scholarship Days 2021, Study in Holland Online Series #di rumah saja, dan Accomplishment and Community Service Kak Aisyah sendiri ada STAND Scholarship Program for Master Program at Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University, KKN di Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta, finalist of International Dreamland Design Olympiad, Technology Design at IPEC University, Turkey, dan Honorable Mention of Indonesian Science Project Olympiad, Branch of Technology, PJ Indonesia, Jakarta. Dan untuk artistic experience-nya, Kak Aisyah pernah menjadi professional photographer untuk desain cover buku Diryadatul Ihsan Foundation, Antunas Sejati Foundation, dan Kak Aisyah juga pernah menjadi professional photographer untuk lini produk makanan organik di Javara Indigenous Indonesia. Keren banget ya experience-nya Kak Aisyah. Without further ado, let me welcome you guys our today's speaker, Kak Aisyah Acir. For Kak Aisyah, the time and screen is yours.
Okay, I'm going to start sharing my screen right now. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, that's perfect. Can I start now?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, yeah, wait, okay, yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. It is actually morning here in the Netherlands. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Firstly, before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Aisha Ahir. The topic which I'm going to share with you today is on scholarship. You might be wondering, who am I? I'm a master's student at Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University, and my field of study is marketing management with a focus on digital marketing. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, in 2020, after 4 months of selection process, I was selected by Nuffic Neso Indonesia as one of the awardees for Student Scholarship Program for my master's degree. Nuffic Neso is a non-profit organization supported and funded by the Dutch Ministry of Education, Culture, and Science. There were around 500 applicants, and I'm really grateful that I was selected among the 26 awardees. For my bachelor, I graduated with 2 bachelor degrees in August 2019, within 3 years and 10 months, namely Bachelor in Business Management with a cum laude predicate from Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta, and Bachelor in International Business from University of Groningen, the Netherlands. The subjects we are going to cover today are as follows. From scholarship types, the providers, the selection processes, what to prepare, and the general requirements, and also the challenges and my own experiences. Most importantly, throughout the discussion, I will give some tips. For example, on how to write a motivational letter, what to do during an interview or group discussion, and how I overcome those challenges during the selection process. There are numerous scholarship programs in different countries from different organizations. But in general, there are 3 types. First one, full scholarship. So this depends on the organization, but usually this type of scholarship is inclusive of all the necessary funds needed until you graduate. So this includes flight arrangements, going to that country, and going back home after your graduation, full tuition fees until you graduate, full living costs throughout your studies, insurance, and visa application. The second one is co-funding or partial scholarship. This also depends on the organization, but it is usually either only full tuition fees or only living costs, but it could also be a combination of other things, such as flight arrangements or insurance. And the rest of the funds that are not covered by the scholarship will have to be covered by you. So it's like a partnership between you and the scholarship provider. And the last type is one-time payment scholarship. So for this type of scholarship, they give you a fixed amount of funds, only given once, during your first year of study. So for example, in the Netherlands, a Holland scholarship, which is funded by the Dutch Ministry of Education, as well as some Dutch universities, will give you a fixed fund of €5,000 once during your first year. There are numerous scholarship providers in different countries, baik itu dari lembaga di Indonesia maupun dari lembaga di negara tujuan kalian. Bahkan setiap universitas memiliki program beasiswanya masing-masing. Berikut adalah contoh dari scholarship providers. Yang pertama, university. So the scholarship could be provided directly from the university you apply to. Setiap universitas biasanya menyediakan program beasiswanya masing-masing. Ada program yang dibiayai penuh hingga lulus, dan ada juga beasiswa yang parsial. Jadi saran Aisha adalah untuk selalu cek ke situs universitas tujuan kalian. Karena biasanya ragam beasiswanya itu beda-beda for each academic year. Dan juga coba cek di situs universitas apakah ada beasiswa dari organisasi yang kerjasama dengan universitas di tahun kalian mendaftar. Yang kedua, organizations or foreign government. This could be a local or foreign organization supported and funded by the government in the country where you apply university to, or it could be provided directly by the foreign government. In my case, my scholarship provider, Nufikneso Indonesia, is a non-profit organization supported by the Dutch Ministry of Education, Culture and Science. Another example is Great Scholarship, funded by the UK government and British Council. Again, I highly recommend checking the university's website first, depending on the university you apply to, on what organizations they work together with to provide scholarships, and subsequently the requirements and selection processes. The third one is LPDP Indonesia. LPDP merupakan kepanjangan dari Lembaga Pengelola Dana Pendidikan. Program beasiswa ini didukung dan dibiayai oleh pemerintah Indonesia. Program beasiswa LPDP mencakup beasiswa di luar negeri dan di dalam negeri. Skema beasiswanya bisa full atau co-funding. Info lebih lanjut mengenai dokumen yang dibutuhkan untuk mendaftar, skema beasiswa, dan tahapan seleksi bisa dilihat langsung di situs LPDP. Here are some important notes that I really want you guys to keep track on. Yang pertama adalah, every year there might be slight changes in the list of universities with which LPDP or certain organizations work together with. So I highly recommend keeping track of their website. Second, it is also important to keep track of the opening and deadline of when to submit the required documents to apply for a scholarship. Because every year, there is a possibility that the opening and closing date of the scholarship might differ from the previous year. Third, some scholarships prioritize certain majors. So check their website if it is the case and for rules of possible applicants. You should still try to apply if possible. For example, Nufikneso Indonesia every year has a different major that they prioritize, but allow other majors to apply as long as you have been accepted at a Dutch university. Lastly, every scholarship has a different requirements and schemes. Again, this varies depends on the scholarship provider. So when you apply for a scholarship funded by organizations and even LPDP, sometimes they require you to have already been accepted at the university of your choice. So the scheme would be that you already get accepted at the university and then you apply for a scholarship. Or when you apply for a scholarship funded by the university, you get a scholarship and enrollment at the university at the same time. In this scenario, they will check your eligibility for scholarship, and they will let you know whether you are granted the scholarship and enrolled at the university at the same time, or only accepted to attend the university. The case might differ across university. My recommendation is to apply for a scholarship after you have been accepted at a university abroad. Why? Because it increases your chance of getting the scholarship. The fact that the university has enrolled you, it shows that academically wise you are eligible to study abroad at the university of your choice. The selection process and the length of selection process is different for every scholarship. But in general, the selection process is as follows. Yang pertama adalah seleksi dokumen, whereby the scholarship provider will check your eligibility on certain things and fact-check all the documents you have provided. For example, academic eligibility, English proficiency, and background. Setelah ini aku akan bahas secara umum dokumen apa saja yang dibutuhkan to apply for a scholarship. Ini biasanya cukup lama ya, seleksi tahap pertama bisa memakan waktu sekitar 1 sampai 2 bulan, depending on your scholarship provider. Nanti akan ada pengumuman dari pihak pemberi beasiswa apakah teman-teman akan lanjut ke tahap seleksi selanjutnya. Yang kedua adalah interview, psychological test, leaderless or focus group discussion. Ini adalah seleksi tahap kedua. Kembali lagi, ini tergantung dengan skema dari pemberi beasiswa. It could be a combination of interview and leaderless group discussion, or it could be interview and psychological test. So psychological tests, the questions are about your characters and traits, as well as how you react in certain scenarios. Usually it is in multiple choice form. And then for interview, the questions are also about you, but it is more about telling a story of your background. And for leaderless or focus group discussion, you will discuss a case or topic together with other scholarship applicants. Biasanya kalian akan dijadikan satu grup dengan sesama scholarship applicants, and sometimes there are questions or situations that you need to address in relation to the topic or case. Nah, setelah ini aku mau menunjukkan teman-teman contoh-contoh dari interview questions. Mulai dari experience organisasi atau kerja sebelumnya, terus kenapa kalian pilih universitas tersebut, jurusan tersebut, dan negara tersebut, kenapa kalian termotivasi untuk ambil masters, kalian future plan-nya apa, what is the title of your thesis, kalau kalian sudah kepikiran, apakah ada sebuah event di hidup kalian yang shape you to become the person that you are today, or apakah kalian sanggup untuk living abroad dan jauh dari keluarga dan teman-teman, dan juga mungkin ada pertanyaan in relation to what positive impact do you want to bring to the society after you graduate, or specifically to further improve Indonesia in the future. Is there an underlying event that inspires you to do so, and how will you do it in the future? I do have several tips for interview. I call this the BRP. So be yourself, be relaxed, be polite. And basically the interview should reflect and align with your motivational letter. I will discuss about motivational letter in the next few sessions. Okay, now the next one is about LGD, or focus group discussion, or leaderless group discussion. And the tips for this is BTS, be yourself, try to speak up, and self-control. You need to be able to speak up your opinion about the topic. Jangan sampai teman-teman hanya diam saja sampai akhir diskusi. Because the point of an LGD or FGD is to have a discussion and convey your thoughts. You could also try to relate to what is currently going on in the society, or give a point of view from your field of study. What I mean by self-control is that at the same time, you need to let others speak up as well, and you should observe the discussion, because usually you will be judged or observed by how well you interact with one another, how you're able to work together, how you communicate and react during the discussion. What to prepare and general requirements. Bisa dipastikan bahwa setiap program beasiswa pasti memiliki persyaratan yang berbeda. Maka dari itu penting sekali untuk benar-benar memperhatikan apa saja yang dibutuhkan untuk mendaftar beasiswa. Teman-teman bisa melihat website dari pemberi beasiswa to check what are the documents needed to apply for scholarship. In general, the following are the needed documents. Yang pertama, unconditional letter of acceptance atau official admission letter di universitas tujuan kalian. Surat ini menandakan bahwa teman-teman sudah diterima secara resmi di universitas tujuan. Usually, when you first get accepted, you will receive a conditional letter of acceptance. Diterima, tapi masih ada persyaratan yang harus dipenuhi. Bagaimana bisa mendapatkan surat LOA unconditional dari universitas? Kita harus memberikan hard copy, ijazah, dan transkrip nilai dari universitas S1 dan atau S2 yang sudah dilegalisir dan cap basah. Tips Aisyah adalah, dikarenakan yang apply beasiswa ada banyak, kalian should apply scholarship dengan surat LOA yang sudah unconditional agar meningkatkan kesempatan lolos seleksi dokumen. Yang kedua, ijazah dan transkrip nilai, mulai dari SMA atau S1 dan S2 untuk yang mau apply S3. Nah, hard copy dari dokumen-dokumen tersebut wajib dicap basah dan dilegalisir oleh pihak SMA dan universitas. Jadi untuk teman-teman yang ingin apply S2 harus punya hard copy ijazah dan transkrip nilai dari masa SMA dan S1. Dan bagi teman-teman yang mau apply S3 misalnya harus punya hard copy ijazah dan transkrip dari masa SMA hingga S2. Terkadang SKUN dari masa SMA juga diminta. Nah, minimum GPA atau IPK-nya adalah 3 dari 4 atau 6,5 mahasiswa memiliki kebijakan masing-masing mengenai nilai IPK minimum. Jadi jangan lupa untuk cek ulang ke situs pemberi beasiswa. Karena penilaian di Indonesia berbeda dengan penilaian di luar negeri, maka pihak universitas atau pemberi beasiswa akan mengkonversikan nilai dari Indonesia ke sistem penilaian di negara tujuan kalian. Note, higher IPK will most likely lead to higher chance of getting accepted. Di sini, aku melihat faktor IPK bukan sebagai tanda kecerdasan atau intelijensi seseorang, melainkan komitmen kita terhadap pelajaran di kampus. Yang ketiga adalah English Proficiency Test, IELTS, or TOEFL IBT. IELTS is an abbreviation of International English Language Testing System, whereas TOEFL is an abbreviation for Test of English as a Foreign Language, and IBT is Internet-Based Test. Setiap pemberi beasiswa mewajibkan para applicants untuk mengikuti tes kemampuan berbahasa Inggris. Hal ini memastikan agar para calon beasiswa mempunyai kemampuan bahasa Inggris yang mencukupi untuk mengikuti pembelajaran di kelas, di mana kelas-kelas di universitas biasanya diselenggarakan dalam bahasa Inggris. Setiap pemberi beasiswa memiliki kebijakan masing-masing mengenai nilai minimum yang harus dicapai. Jadi jangan lupa untuk cek ulang ke situs pemberi beasiswa. Pada umumnya, IELTS nilai minimal adalah 6 hingga 7 dari 9, sedangkan untuk TOEFL IBT nilai overall minimumnya adalah 80 hingga 94 dari 120. The price to take either of the both tests is around 3 million, then the test is valid for 2 years. Jika kalian ingin tahu lebih lanjut perbedaan di antara kedua tes tersebut dan yang mana akan lebih cocok untuk kalian, video berikut mungkin bisa membantu. Nanti aku akan share di chat setelah aku selesai presentation. Next adalah CV, Curriculum Vitae. CV kalian secara singkat menggambarkan pengalaman dan prestasi teman-teman. Biasanya berisi background, sejarah studi, kompetensi diri, skills, pengalaman organisasi, atau kerja selama kuliah, and academic and non-academic achievements, baik itu di level nasional, international, atau antar universitas. Misalnya teman-teman pernah ikut lomba Science National or Business Case. I have several important tips when writing for your CV. Yang pertama adalah social work, kerja sosial. I think this is an important element of your CV to show that you do care about the well-being of the society around you. Contoh, dulu Aisyah ikut program KKN, Kuliah Kerja Nyata, yang diselenggarakan oleh UGM, di mana Aisyah tinggal di desa dan mengabdi ke masyarakat, mulai dari mengajar, bercocok tanam, dan lain-lain. And secondly, be truthful. It is also very important to be truthful in what you write in your CV, because it should represent who you are. Furthermore, most information can be fact-checked on the internet or online. And lastly, my tips would be to adjust your CV according to the scholarship provider's vision, mission, and purpose. Think of it like the scholarship provider is your investor, And of course, they would want their investment to be fruitful and worthwhile in the future. So highlight and showcase certain things about your background or experiences that resonate with their vision, mission, and purpose. For example, let's say they have a mission of bringing positive societal impact in the future. Then your CV should showcase and highlight that you truly care about the society, such as doing social work or have work experience in a small company that brings impact to the society, or joining forums and competitions that is related to the societal issue that you would want to tackle in the future. Yang kelima adalah recommendation letter or reference letter from a person who knows you academically or professionally, who can guarantee your character and intellectuality. Could be from your professors in your previous universities, or a person who knows you in your current job. The content usually is around why they recommend you to obtain the scholarship and why you deserve this scholarship, as well as what characters they think is valuable or unique about you. Tips Aisyah adalah untuk hati-hati ketika memilih referee, karena ini termasuk salah satu consideration on whether you get accepted or not. Lastly, motivational letter. Motivational letter is a crucial element in your scholarship application to help you obtain the scholarship. Why? Because it helps differentiate you from other applicants and showcase who you are, your goal, and your purpose. The content of a motivational letter generally include the followings, from briefly describing your background, your experiences, your academic background, societal work, or why did you choose that specific major and uni and country to study abroad, and what knowledge or competence you will gain by taking this master. And also describe your future plan after gaining the scholarship and why do you think you deserve this scholarship. When writing for a motivational letter, it is important to look at the scholarship provider's vision, mission, as well as history. So really highlight and showcase certain things about your background or experiences or future goals on your motivational letter that resonate with their vision, mission, and purpose. Also, you can look at the major that they prioritize, if any, and maybe the major that you take align with the major that they prioritize. And therefore, you can write your motivational letter on how this major can help bring a positive impact to the society. In addition, look at the profile of previous year awardees, if possible, and ask for their help on how to write a motivational letter. I will share with you several key tips on how to write a motivational letter for scholarship. Number 1, if something is already stated in your CV, do not over-mention them in your motivational letter. Just mention them briefly, because usually there is a very limited number of words to be used, only 500 words or around 1 page. Secondly, show them who you are, your character as a person, because no one is you. A lot of people always forget about this. For example, is there any event that taught you a certain trait that is important to have or help you develop your character as a person? And lastly, show them your purpose and motivation. Is there a social issue that you would want to tackle in the future? Why is this important? Dig deep within yourself whether there is an underlying event that inspires you to contribute to the society and make a positive change. And also, how does obtaining this scholarship and majoring in the particular field that you applied for will help you make a positive change. When writing the part in a motivational letter on why do you deserve this scholarship, relate it to the impact you are going to bring in the future to the society and your character as a person. For example, your sense of perseverance. Important note. Jika dokumen-dokumen seperti ijazah, akta kelahiran, SKUN, raport, dan transkrip nilai teman-teman adalah dalam bahasa Indonesia, biasanya harus diterjemahkan secara legal oleh penerjemah tersumpah ke dalam bahasa Inggris. Or you can try to ask your former high school and university if it is possible to have them translated for you. Important note number 2. Depending on the university and major you apply to, biasanya bagi teman-teman yang ingin majoring in business-related majors untuk S2, seperti manajemen, marketing, dan sebagainya, diminta untuk mengambil tes GMAT. Hasil tes GMAT diperlukan untuk melamar ke universitas. Tes ini dilaksanakan dalam bahasa Inggris dan digunakan untuk menilai kemampuan, skill, analisa, menghitung, menulis, membaca, dan lain-lain. Informasi lebih lanjut mengenai GMAT bisa dilihat di situs GMAT. You might be wondering, why take this test? Tes ini semacam penyetaraan nilai karena sistem penilaian di Indonesia berbeda dengan sistem penilaian di luar negeri. Sekali lagi, ini tergantung universitas dan jurusan yang kalian ambil. So please do check the requirements of the university. Karena di Belanda, contohnya, University of Groningen itu tidak mewajibkan calon mahasiswanya untuk mengambil tes GMAT. Oke, bagi teman-teman yang ingin tahu lebih detail mengenai ragam beasiswa dan kehidupan mahasiswa di luar negeri, pada Juli 2021, insya Allah PPI TV Dunia akan mengeluarkan a complete guidebook untuk calon mahasiswa Indonesia yang tertarik untuk berkuliah di 9 negara berikut, mulai dari Australia, Jepang, Belanda, Malaysia, Brunei, Korea, Jerman, Amerika, dan Prancis. Guidebook ini akan membahas topik-topik yang menarik mengenai 9 negara tersebut, mulai dari gambaran umum mengenai negara tujuan, keuntungan dan tantangan jika berkuliah di negara tujuan, ragam beasiswa yang ada di negara tujuan, langkah-langkah jika ingin kuliah mandiri, dan info penting lainnya, seperti tips and tricks dan juga web-web penting. Buku ini ditulis oleh mahasiswa Indonesia yang berkuliah di 9 negara tersebut, termasuk salah satunya adalah Aisyah untuk chapter mengenai Belanda. Menurut Aisyah, buku ini akan sangat bermanfaat untuk teman-teman yang tertarik untuk kuliah di luar negeri. Challenges and my experience. Different scholarships will have different challenges dan pastinya ada perbedaan dalam tahapan seleksi. Dan juga setiap beasiswa persaingannya pasti ketat. Contohnya, yang apply LPDP bisa mencapai 1.000 mahasiswa. Tapi bukan berarti it is impossible to get a scholarship. Untuk SUNET scholarship di tahun 2020, there were around 500 applicants, and I'm really grateful that I was selected among the 26 awardees. In my case, the duration for preparing the scholarship, applying to universities, and obtaining the scholarship takes around more or less 8 months. So it is not easy. There are a lot of struggles there. I started to prepare for the scholarship in October 2019. So firstly, by studying for IELTS and preparing all the necessary documents needed to apply for university and scholarship. I took the IELTS test in early December and after 2 months of IELTS preparation. Secondly, I applied to universities in the Netherlands by the end of December, and my conditional letter of acceptance was issued the following month in January, and I sent all the required documents to make it from a conditional letter of acceptance to an unconditional letter of acceptance. The unconditional letter of acceptance was issued by early to mid-February, so it took almost 2 months to finally receive the official unconditional letter of acceptance. Thirdly, I applied for student scholarship in mid-February, and the final announcement on whether I obtained the scholarship was issued in June 2020 after going through several selection processes for about 4 months. The experience of going through multiple selection process and waiting for all the announcements on whether I can continue on to the next selection process was indescribable, because there is a lot of uncertainty going on. Throughout those 8 months, I prayed to God to give me the best result in God's point of view, not my point of view, because I truly believe that God knows what is best for us. So even if I fail, I trust God knows what is best for me. I'm not trying to menggurui di sini, but I speak the truth from my own personal experience. Praying to God and seeking for God's help and blessings in everything that I do by doing Qiyamul Lail every day and my daily prayers really changed my life for the better. The moral of the story is that it is important to work hard, persevere, and be persistent, but most importantly, no matter what your religion is, after you have worked hard for something, do not forget to pray to God. Pray according to your beliefs. Ask for God's help and blessings. Have faith in Allah. Truly, for me, everything will never happen without the blessings of Allah in all aspects of my life. And this resonates with what both my parents taught me, which is if we want to succeed in life, we have to go the extra mile to pray to God. One advice that could motivate all of you to not give up during the selection process is to remember your purpose. And also just remember that everybody goes through the same selection process when obtaining the scholarship, so you're not alone. I remember one of my professors at Rotterdam School of Management talked about the importance of having purpose within the organization. Why? Because when the organization is going through difficulties, having a purpose would help or inspire everyone within the organization to find a way out of the problem. Thus, whenever I feel like giving up because of the pressure, I always remember my purpose. My purpose stems from my family. They are exemplary figures in my life. What's my purpose, you might ask? Well, my purpose in life is to be able to help others and to make my family proud. Your purpose does not need to be something very big, out of the box, or even extraordinary. Your purpose is something you could hold on to in the darkest of days as a sword of strength so that you could rise up and fight. It might be hard at such a young age to have a clear picture of what is my purpose in life, and it is okay not knowing right at this instance. Some people can take years to figure it out, so do not ever compare yourself to others. Take it step by step. Every time I feel like I want to give up, I remember my purpose. And every time I feel like there is so much pressure around me, I pray to God for His help and blessings. I am always thankful to God for all the blessings and opportunities given to me, and I'm also grateful for my parents, my aunties, uncles, and my best friend for their endless love and support all these years. This slide is just a reminder of all the necessary documents you need to prepare to apply for a scholarship. Do please check and recheck the scholarship provider's website, as there might be other additional documents required depending on the scholarship you apply to. Before I end this session, I would like to recite to you my favorite verses from the Quran. Whenever I am feeling down, I always remember Surah Al-Inshirah verses 5 and 6. Which are as follows. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْيُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْيُسْرِ يُسْرًا. For indeed, with the hardship, there will be ease. Indeed, with the hardship, there will be ease. Karena sesungguhnya, sesudah kesulitan itu ada kemudahan. Sesungguhnya, sesudah kesulitan itu ada kemudahan. That is all for now. Hopefully you will find my sharing session to be useful today, and I wish all of you the best of luck for your future endeavors. If you have further questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much Kak Aisyah for your insightful materials. Sekarang kita akan lanjut ke sesi berikutnya, yaitu sesi tanya jawab. Boleh banget nih teman-teman yang punya pertanyaan, langsung aja raise hand, nanti aku tunjuk dan boleh menyalakan mic-nya dan langsung mengajukan pertanyaan kalian. Jangan lupa pertanyaan kalian juga ditulis di kolom room chat. Untuk yang bertanya boleh menggunakan bahasa Inggris maupun dengan bahasa Indonesia. Baik, untuk Alden Rizky, boleh menyalakan mic-nya.
Do you mind if I'm using bahasa, Kak Aisyah?
Iya, nggak apa-apa.
Oke, Kak. Perkenalkan, nama aku Alden, Kak. Izin bertanya. Jadi sempat interested sama yang udah di-sharing sama Kak Aisyah tentang scholarship abroad. Nah, aku tuh mau tanya waktu Kak Aisyah di FEB UGM dulu, aku sempat stalk juga di Instagramnya Kak Aisyah, kalau Kak Aisyah juga dapat Bachelor of Groningen.
Iya, Bachelor of International Business dari Groningen. Jadi itu program double degree dari UGM bekerja sama dengan University of Groningen. Jadi aku lulus S1 dengan 2 gelar. Seperti itu.
Nah, itu apakah akan mempengaruhi kita dalam mendapatkan scholarship abroad untuk S2-nya, atau seperti apa ya, Kak? Terus yang kedua, sempat mau tanya tentang social work. Kalau nggak salah, if I'm not mistaken, itu tadi social work, itu kan ada KKN, Kak. Nah, apakah itu tuh hanya sebatas KKN, atau kita memang harus mempunyai kegiatan-kegiatan lain seperti layaknya kita join di organisasi seperti ISEC mungkin, karena kita itu juga cenderung untuk berfokus kepada social work, terus juga mungkin ada BEM, ya kalau BEM itu kan ada bidang terkait tentang kesejahteraan masyarakat mungkin ya, kayak Somalia bidang sosial dan kesejahteraan masyarakat luas gitu, jadi kayak kepedesaan, kayak live-in gitu, jadi kayak kayak KKN gitu, Kak. Nah itu tuh apakah diperlukan atau hanya we just only have KKN, we just only do KKN itself gitu, Kak?
Oke, baik. That is a very good question. Jadi untuk pertanyaan yang pertama, apakah having a double degree bisa mempengaruhi chances kalian untuk mendapatkan beasiswa? To be honest, among the 26 awardees kemarin, teman-teman aku yang dapat Stunet, yang double degree itu cuman aku sama ada my other friend, cuma berdua dari 26. Jadi it doesn't necessarily I mean it's a good thing to have in your CV, of course, gitu. Tapi bukan berarti kayak you have to have double degree that you can get a scholarship gitu. Itu benar-benar tergantung dengan how you present yourself kepada scholarship organization-nya atau university that you apply to. Jadi nggak usah khawatir, oh harus punya dual degree, enggak teman-teman. Karena banyak teman-teman aku yang lain juga itu hanya single degree. Oke. Terus yang kedua adalah apakah hanya KKN saja? No, of course I do encourage all of you guys untuk contribute to the society. Nggak cuma KKN dari universitas, tapi let's say kayak kamu bilang ikutan ISEC, atau mungkin kalian juga bisa mengajar di PAUD terdekat rumah kalian gitu. Itu juga menarik. What's most important is that of course you need to be genuine when you do the social work. And menurut aku the thing about doing social work adalah kamu bisa belajar what is going on in the society right now. It fills a gap, in your knowledge. Okay, jadi ternyata seperti ini kondisi society. What is it that I can do better to improve the society and Indonesia's well-being in the future. Jadi ini juga sebagai ladang knowledge untuk teman-teman untuk mempelajari what is going on in your environment and be aware of what's going on. I hope this answers your question.
Oh my God, thank you. Jawabannya sangat membantu banget, Kak.
Baik, makasih Alden untuk pertanyaannya. Selanjutnya kita ada dari Syafina Munifa. Kepada Syafina Munifa, boleh on microphone-nya.
Oke, thank you Kak Anjali. Kak Aisyah, aku mau izin tanya tentang sertifikasi bahasa nih Kak. Jadi kalau misalnya di Belanda, do we have to have language certification of their native language di situ Kak? Or maybe in France, maybe kayak kita harus punya sertifikasi bahasa formal atau gak usah, atau cukup IELTS. And also I would like to ask tentang what we achieve in high school. For example, I didn't volunteer in my high school. Will it be relevant Kak if I put it in my current CV for applying scholarship?
Jadi kamu dulu social work waktu high school ceritanya gitu ya?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the first question about language certification, gini, ini tergantung negara yang kalian, negara tujuan kalian nanti abroad. Karena kebetulan kalau di Belanda sendiri, itu yang penting kalian punya sertifikat IELTS atau TOEFL, bahasa Inggris saja. Because usually for international students, the classes will be held in English. Jadi pelajaran di kelas itu dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi mereka biasanya di universitas di Belanda ada satu kelas untuk for all the Dutch students dalam bahasa Belanda, and one class is for international students, a mix between Dutch and international students, tapi kelasnya di-held dalam bahasa Inggris. Dan kebetulan juga di Belanda itu rata-rata orang Belanda bisa berbahasa Inggris dengan lancar. So it is very helpful untuk anak-anak internasional untuk cukup berbahasa Inggris saja, tidak harus belajar the native language. But of course, if you are interested to learn their language and of course further learn about their culture, that would be great. Untuk negara seperti Prancis atau Jerman gitu, yes, di universitas rata-rata for international students itu bahasa Inggris juga kelas-kelasnya. Tapi untuk kehidupan sehari-hari, it would be helpful kalau kalian belajar sedikit-sedikit mengenai their language, karena kesehariannya biasanya orang prefer to speak in French or speak in German, although they will, of course, kayak ada beberapa orang yang mau menjawab pertanyaan kalian, let's say kalian ke toko dengan bahasa Inggris gitu, but it would be really helpful untuk negara-negara tertentu kayak Prancis sama Jerman untuk bisa sedikit-sedikit their native language untuk kehidupan sehari-hari gitu. Tapi kalau di kampus pastinya rata-rata bahasa Inggris. Okay, your next question is about social work that you did in high school. Yes, of course. I know kayak biasanya kan kalau CV itu 5 tahun terakhir ya, gitu. Jadi it's okay that you attach as an information bahwa yes, I did social work in high school, but also it is good kalau misalnya kamu nanti in the near future kamu juga mau ada doing social work, that would be also awesome, gitu. So yes. My answer would be just attach something that is you think is relevant to the scholarship provider's vision, mission, and purpose. Okay, I hope this answers your question.
All right. Thank you, Kak, for the explanation. It's really helpful.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Syafina Munifa atas pertanyaannya. Selanjutnya ada satu lagi nih Kak dari Fiona Azara. Kepada Fiona Azara bisa langsung ini.
Sebelumnya saya mau meminta maaf karena nggak bisa on cam. Nah, aku ingin bertanya tentang ini Kak. Berdasarkan pengalaman Kak Aisyah sendiri, menurut Kakak tuh in general mana sih proses seleksi yang mana yang memberikan nilai paling besar, yang memberikan dampak paling besar terhadap hasil akhir seleksinya? Terima kasih.
Okay, that is a very good question. Karena gini, kalau kalian nggak lulus tahap seleksi pertama, artinya kalian nggak akan lanjut ke tahap seleksi kedua. Jadi what I'm going to say is that both selection process is equally important gitu. Kalau misalnya untuk tahap seleksi kedua mungkin beratnya lebih di nilai terberatnya ya, itu mungkin lebih di interview. Dan kalau untuk tahap seleksi pertama mungkin akan lebih beratnya tuh di nanti mereka nilai academic background kamu dan juga di motivational letter kamu. Karena di motivational letter itu tuh yang benar-benar membedakan antara kamu dengan other applicants yang lain. Gini, I have a feeling that everyone who applied for a scholarship pasti academically menurut aku cukup gitu. Dan apalagi the fact that kalian, let's say, ketika apply, itu udah keterima di universitas di luar negeri. Jadi kalian ketika apply scholarship, sebelumnya udah apply dulu di university abroad, and then baru afterwards you apply for a scholarship. Automatically, I feel like academically wise, universitas di luar aja udah nerima kamu. Jadi scholarship provider pasti akan mikir, udah cukup, gitu. Jadi, everyone is bisa dibilang tuh on par gitu. Nah, apa yang membedakan kalian di tahap seleksi pertama? Itu dia CV kalian yang menggambarkan who you are dan juga motivational letter kalian itu tadi. Gitu, karena motivational letter ini menggambarkan future plan kamu apa dan bagaimana kamu ingin membawa positive impact to the society gitu. Karena beda-beda orang kan pasti punya different purpose in the future, right? Gitu. Even if it is similar, tapi pasti approach-nya beda. Mungkin seperti aku, di motivational letter aku tulis bahwa what really inspires me is ketika aku doing social work, KKN di Gunung Kidul, I see that a lot of farmers have really good products, but mereka nggak bisa akses market yang luas. And in order to do that, digital marketing itu sangat penting in playing a role in this society, especially dengan adanya COVID-19, orang semuanya beli online ya. Jadi, it is at utmost important, dan kita bisa mengajarin sharing knowledge kepada para petani gimana caranya mereka bisa doing digital marketing. And I want to teach them and share my knowledge to not only farmers, but also the society as a whole. And aku juga tulis bahwa setiap tahun, this is actually a very interesting fact, Indonesia loses 1 million farmers every year. Dengan population 250 juta. Oh, actually more than that these days, right? That would be increasing until probably 300 million in the next few years. Losing farmers is really it's a problematic for us. Karena gimana caranya we want to feed the society gitu. We need the farmers. So that's why di motivational letter aku tulis specifically, okay, what's my purpose and how I will implement my purpose, and karakter aku sebagai orang, what makes me unique, what are my experiences that shape me into the person that I am today. Nah, itu tuh sangat berat ketika dinilai, itu maksudnya penilaiannya sangat berat ya ketika kalian tahap seleksi pertama. Dan ketika tahap seleksi kedua, yang berat itu di interview, karena your interview should align with what you have said previously in your motivational letter, dan kalian harus clear in what you want to convey, gitu. So that would be both selection process are equally important, tapi mungkin ada certain things di dalam selection process tersebut yang penilaiannya lebih berat daripada yang lain. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Kak.
Oke, terima kasih Fiona atas pertanyaannya. Mungkin ada yang mau bertanya lagi? Kalau yang mau bertanya bisa langsung raise hand. Oh, ini ada dari Sansan. Untuk Sansan boleh langsung aja on mic dan menanyakan pertanyaannya.
Halo, kalau kedengeran ya?
Kedengeran kok.
Oke, hai Kak Isya, aku mau tanya dong, kalau misalnya daftar beasiswa itu lebih mending kayak fresh graduate apa kayak udah punya pengalaman kerja misalnya kayak 4 tahun gitu. Soalnya waktu itu aku pernah dengar katanya yang lebih di-priority-in tuh kalau yang kayak udah punya pengalaman kerja gitu. Itu aja sih pertanyaanku. Thank you.
Okay, that is a very good question. Kebetulan gini, ketika aku apply for a scholarship, based on my experience, aku sendiri sudah punya working experience itu internship sekitar 6 bulanan sebelum aku akhirnya apply for a scholarship. Tapi jatuhnya bisa dibilang aku fresh graduate ya, karena work experience aku belum yang kayak mencapai bertahun-tahun gitu. Dan juga it's not only me, ketika yang apply scholarship itu dari teman-teman aku berdua 6, there are 2 other students yang jatuhnya juga seperti aku, semacam fresh graduate, di mana work experience kita belum mencapai 1 year. But that is like 3 persons out of 26 awardees. So what I'm trying to say is that it really depends on your scholarship provider and how they view you and how you convey yourself to them, how you show yourself to them gitu. Memang I cannot say that persaingannya nggak susah gitu ya, especially sama teman-teman yang mungkin udah punya work experience yang lebih dari 4 tahun. So that is why what I suggest you to do is kalian lihat scholarship providers website-nya, apakah ada certain requirements, let's say harus 4 tahun kerja atau enggak. But even if they do have that requirements, kayak Stunet tuh juga kemarin sebenarnya ada requirements at least kayak kalau bisa ya 3 tahun kerja, but it doesn't mean bahwa you don't have a chance. So what I do encourage you to do is just try your best and give it your best shot and apply to as many scholarship as possible if you'd like. I hope that answers your question.
Iya, oke. Makasih, Kak.
Baik, terima kasih San. Selanjutnya ada nih Kak dari Alden Rizky lagi nih. Boleh langsung aja kepada Alden.
Oke.
Maaf, tanya ya Kak Isa juga kepo banget sama scholarship talk.
Oke, ya.
Aku mau tanya Kak lagi tentang Kak Isa waktu di FEB UGM ini. Basic question, tapi mungkin this relates to most of us karena kita di sini mungkin kebanyakan mahasiswa semuanya. In which year or in which semester did you have the intention to get the scholarship abroad, or you will continue in studying abroad, gitu kan? Terus yang kedua, pertanyaan yang kedua, di umurnya Kak Isa waktu semester 4 kan, mungkin sekarang kan saya lagi semester 4 nih Kak. Nah itu tuh aku lagi ngerasain di mana I want to get the scholarship abroad later on, tapi I don't know what I have to do right now. Jadi kayak aku harus mempersiapkan apa aja gitu untuk aku mendapatkan scholarship nantinya, dan kira-kira tuh hal-hal apa aja yang memang itu sangat menunjang aku bisa mendapatkan itu semua. Mungkin dari IPK, mungkin IPK is important, but it's not the only important, right? Ada juga lagi mungkin pengalaman-pengalaman di luar kuliah atau lomba-lomba, mungkin apakah itu tuh sangat menunjang atau enggak. Itu sih Kak yang aku mau tanyain. Jadi sementara ini tuh sebenarnya aku tuh I really wanna get that, but I don't know what I have to do right now. Gitu kan.
Okay, so you have 2 questions, basically what to prepare from now on, and then also when did I start to think that I want to study abroad, right? Ketika aku masih kuliah di UGM, jadi aku itu tuh mulai kepikiran pengen kuliah abroad since high school, actually. So it's been a very long time dream. Jadi nggak tiba-tiba kuliah aku pengen study abroad. No, dari SMA itu aku emang pengen banget bisa kuliah di luar, because I want to follow the footsteps of my grandpa and my mom, who also my grandpa and my aunt as well, who got scholarship untuk kuliah di luar gitu. It's like a family legacy gitu. I want to continue my family's legacy. And so dari high school itu aku udah mulai tracking, kuliah mana gitu, universitas mana yang kira-kira bisa memfasilitasi aku untuk bisa kuliah di luar. Makanya dulu waktu semester I think it was 4, semester 4 ke 5 ya. Berarti 5 semester 5, 6, 7 itu aku makanya akhirnya ngambil double degree. Jadi dari semester 1 itu aku actually semester 1 kuliah ya. Itu udah mulai prepare, aku tahu kira-kira untuk luar negeri itu IPK-nya kira-kira harus berapa yang pertama. Gitu, itu tuh dulu di UGM ketika mau double degree, IPK-nya itu harus 3,25. Itu tuh rata-rata IPK-nya harus segitu. Nah, sedangkan ini is actually a very interesting story. Dulu tuh karena aku background-nya adalah science, ketika high school, specifically physics ya, itu IPK pertama aku di semester 1 tuh actually cuma 311 karena aku shock gitu. Dulu kan isinya kayak fisika terus tiba-tiba jadi kayak accounting, financial statement, income statement gitu kan. Nah, terus aku memiliki kesadaran diri, oke, kira-kira what is it that I need to improve untuk IPK aku? Which is I need to study harder. And so I did ketika semester 2 itu tuh aku mulai bangun tengah malam gitu. Bangun tengah malam, and then I asked my mom, why is this happening to me? And then my mom said, maybe God is waking you up to pray. Jadi dari semester 2 hingga akhirnya sekarang, I pray tahajud, I try to do qiyamul lail and read the Quran almost every day. And it really, really changes my life. Because ketika itu semester 2 ya, of course aku juga mulai menyadari teknik apa yang lebih cocok dari aku. Oke, let's say aku kurang cocok belajar bareng sama teman, aku lebih cocok untuk memahami materinya dulu, baru nanti membahas sama teman-teman biar lebih ingat sama materi kuliahnya. But from there on, dari semester 1, tiba-tiba di semester 2, IPK aku tuh melonjak jadi 3,71. Ini IP semester ya. Terus habis itu tiba-tiba stabil di 3,82 di semester 3 dan 4 dulu di UGM sebelum akhirnya berangkat ke Groningen. Jadi what I'm trying to say is try to find kalau misalnya to improve IPK, try to find what works better for you, and also pray to God after you have worked hard. Don't forget to pray to God. And then secondly, untuk kayak let's say documents, you're trying to think about, okay, what do I need to prepare from now on? Dokumen apa aja yang aku harus prepare gitu. Nah, mungkin kalian bisa start dari, kan karena udah tahu generally requirements-nya adalah harus punya IELTS. Mungkin kalian bisa start belajar IELTS dikit-dikit karena atau TOEFL dikit-dikit, or try to find which one would suit you the best di antara dua English proficiency tersebut. Karena kan tesnya tuh valid cuma 2 tahun. Jadi saran aku adalah kalian belajar aja dulu. The more you guys study, the more you will understand how the test is conducted or the schemes of the test. Jadi ketika kalian nantinya akan mengambil tesnya in the future, itu nggak akan go to waste. Karena kan harganya juga cukup mahal ya, when you want to take the test, it's around 3 million. So, dengan kalian prepare dari awal, it will make you feel better. It will make you feel that it's worth it. Jadi kalian nggak harus ngulang lagi ngambil tesnya in later on ketika kalian let's say nilainya kurang memuaskan gitu. Terus yang kedua adalah kan kalian juga tahu bahwa kalian cek juga ke scholarship providers website atau universities website, itu general requirements-nya selain IELTS itu kan biasanya dokumen kayak ijazah SMA gitu. Some university, kalau aku di Belanda harus ada akta kelahiran yang ditranslate. Jadi kalian bisa mulai dari yang ijazah SMA, transkrip nilai, SKUN, mungkin aku translate dulu aja ke bahasa Inggris semuanya gitu, pakai penerjemah tersumpah, atau kalian bisa minta tolong sama high school kalian, kira-kira bisa nggak di-provide yang bahasa Inggrisnya. Kalau nggak, berarti kalian nyari penerjemah tersumpah. Itu biasanya biayanya sekitar 100-an ribu, 150 ribu kira-kira untuk translate penerjemah tersumpah. Jadi kalian bisa start on preparing the documents perlahan-lahan. Jadi ketika kalian nanti udah istilahnya nearing those dates in the future, kalian udah punya semuanya prepared. Karena kebetulan aku sendiri, kenapa akhirnya prepare untuk S2 itu cuma 2 bulan untuk apply scholarship, karena semua dokumen aku yang harus ditranslate, dicap bahasa, di-legalize yang dari high school, itu aku udah ngelakuin itu dari semester 4 kuliah, karena aku juga waktu itu harus berangkat ke Groningen ya. Jadi itu helping me banget ketika mau apply buat masters, itu a lot of the documents are actually already ready. Aku nggak pusing lagi untuk kayak ini penerjemah tersumpah, nunggu ijazahnya ditranslate segala macam, karena let's say kayak akta kelahiran gitu, kalau misalnya negara kalian dibutuh itu harus ditranslate, it could take quite some time, karena tuh ketika untuk akta kelahiran biasanya harus official dari pemerintah setempat. So it cannot, harus dilegalize juga sama pemerintah setempat. Itu kalau dulu aku kebetulan akta kelahirannya ditranslate sama dibantu translate sama University of Groningen-nya sendiri. Jadi kantor representatif yang di Indonesia-nya ngebantuin mahasiswa yang mau apply ke Groningen buat nge-translate gitu. But it can take some time. So I do recommend you guys untuk ngelihat dokumen yang kira-kira yang nggak akan changing ke depannya gitu. The documents required. You guys start to prepare from now. And secondly, maybe juga kalian lihat karena vision, mission, and purpose of scholarship provider kan biasanya nggak berubah ya. Over the years tuh rata-rata sama their vision and mission over the years. So try to, let's say, find experiences before you guys apply for the scholarship yang kira-kira aligning with their sense of vision, mission, and purpose. Gitu. Jadi nanti buat tambah-tambahin juga di CV kalian. I think that hopefully that is helpful to you. This answers the question.
Oke, thank you Kak Aisyah.
Oke, terima kasih Alden atas pertanyaannya dan makasih banget buat Kak Aisyah atas jawabannya. Baik, karena sesi Q&A kita udah telah berakhir nih Kak, sekarang aku bakal kasih conclusion dari apa aja yang udah disampaikan Kak Aisyah hari ini. Yang pertama itu ada jenis-jenis scholarship. Ada yang fully funded scholarship, co-funded or partial scholarship, dan ada one-time payment scholarship. Teman-teman juga harus tahu nih, waktu yang dibutuhkan untuk mempersiapkan scholarship itu nggak sebentar. Kak Aisyah sendiri membutuhkan waktu sekitar 8 bulan, yaitu 2 bulan untuk preparation, 2 bulan untuk apply ke university, dan 4 bulan untuk obtain the scholarship. Jangan lupa juga ada 6 hal yang harus disiapin untuk mendapatkan beasiswa tersebut. Yang pertama ada unconditional letter of acceptance, transkrip nilai yang udah dilegalisir, dan hard copy cap basah. Lalu ada IELTS or TOEFL IBT, CV, recommendation letter, dan motivational letter. Lalu Kak Aisyah juga ngasih tips buat kita bikin motivational letter juga. Pertama, ada do not over mention the things that already stated in your CV. Lalu show them who you really are. And then show them your purpose and motivation. Nah, Aisyah untuk menghadapi interview dan FGD. Untuk menghadap interviewer, itu kalian harus be yourself, be relaxed, and be polite. Lalu untuk FGD sendiri, Kak Aisyah mengatakan be yourself, try to speak up, and self-control. Karena yang dinilai saat kalian FGD itu, seberapa baik kalian interaksi satu sama lain, kemampuan kalian dalam bekerja sama, dan bagaimana cara kalian berkomunikasi. Nah, itu aja guys, hal-hal penting yang harus kalian tahu tentang scholarship. Karena bagian aku ini udah selesai, aku bakal balikin ke Master of Ceremony kita hari ini kepada Syafina. Gimana Divin? Kak Aisyah keren banget ya pengalamannya.
Of course. I think it's beyond cool. It's very educative and informative, Kak Aisyah. I would also like to terima kasih sebanyak-banyaknya untuk Kak Aisyah. It is an absolute honor to have you in this year's scholarship talk. And also, thank you very much, Kak Anjali, for guiding this wonderful event. And so, for Kak Aisyah and Kak Anjali, there will be a certificate from our institutions, and it will be given virtually. All right, so the first certificate is given to Kak Aisyah. So we might take documentation now, Kak.
Okay, please wait for a minute. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, Kak Aisyah.
Okay, congratulations, Kak Aisyah, for being our precious.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we cannot thank you enough. We really appreciate your willingness to be our guest speaker here, sharing a very insightful material. And now, Kak Anjali Salma is going to be given the certificate. All right. We're also going to have another documentation again.
Okay, get ready.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, Anjali.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kak Anjali Salma, for being our
Thank
great.
you. Thank you so much for having me as moderator at today's event. Though.
Okay, before we go into another documentation sessions, I would also like to remind everybody to fill our attendance form to have your certificate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the end of the event. However, we will take a picture for the documentation. So please turn on your camera and please use our background and don't forget to smile.
Okay, is everyone ready? Please turn on your camera first. Okay, we are taking the photo for, wait, 3, 2, 1. Okay, once again for first slide, for 3, 2, 1. Okay, first for the next slide, please get ready for the second slide. Wait. We're taking in 3, 2, 1. Okay, once again for the second slide. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Kayumna, for taking the picture. All right, everyone, finally we have reached the end of this event. I do apologize if there was any mistakes I've made. Thank you so much for your active participation in the scholarship talk. I sincerely hope each and every one of us can be enlightened and our knowledge broadened. Yes, and may this be very useful in our future academic life. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you guys in the next event. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Kak Isa.
Okay, thank you, Kak Aisyah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kak Aisyah.
Thank you, Kak Aisyah.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves inside